from Team Ingenuity. Today is day 2 of remote learning, and I have a little experiment for us to do. Either you can just watch me do the experiment, or you could watch me do the experiment and then do the experiment yourself with your own materials. So the first thing we need is some soil. So I'm going to come out here to my front yard and get a little bit of soil. I don't really want to cause a big ditch so people are falling in it. I just want a small amount of soil. So I'm going to grab some soil, has some grass in it, that's okay. I'm going to come to my laboratory. My laboratory for this soil activity is outside because my mom doesn't like for me to get the inside really messy, so I'm going to do this outside. So in the directions here, the first thing I'm going to do is report out on the color of my soil. When I look at my soil, it's really a dark brownish color. It's very, very dark. I love that because dark color means that I could possibly, it has some nutrients in it, so I could possibly use it for a garden because it has some nutrients in it. Then I'm going to test the composition, and when I look at testing composition in the directions, it says pick up a pinch of the soil and squeeze it gently. So I'm going to pick up a pinch of the soil and squeeze it gently. And I'm going to say to myself, if the soil breaks apart when held, it's loose. If the soil breaks apart with small amounts of pressure with one finger, it's friable. And if the soil breaks apart with a lot of pressure between your fingers, it's firm. So let me do that again. I think it needs a lot of pressure, so I think it's pretty firm. Okay. Then it says to test the texture. And by testing the texture, I wet one finger and rub it a little of the soil between your two fingers. And then I'm trying to see, does it feel grainy, does it feel silky, or does it feel sticky? So I have some water here. Get it wet, put some soil in here. Feels very, it's a little bit of grainy, but a little bit of silky. Possibly a little bit of sticky too. And that's okay because that means there's a lot of different things in my soil, a lot of different particles in my soil. I have some clay particles, which are making it nice and sticky. I have some silt particles, which are making it nice and silky. And I have some sand particles, which is making it nice and grainy. The last thing I'm going to test is permeability. And since I don't have a funnel at home that my mom will let me use for soil, I'm going to try to make my own funnel. Again, I'm doing this outside because my mom doesn't like for me to get things messed up in the house. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of paper, roll it up. I'm going to roll it into somewhat of a cone shape. So I'm rolling it into somewhat of a cone shape. Then I'm going to stuff some cotton down at the bottom, so if I put any soil in there, it will not fall through. Then I'm going to take some of my soil. And here with permeability and porosity, I'm looking at how does water move through my soil. Because how water moves through my soil tells me a lot about how I could use my soil. So, putting some in there. Okay, then I'm going to pour water on the soil and see how long it takes for the water to get through the soil. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11. Let's see if I can pour a little bit more in there. So it's looking like water's not moving through my soil very much. Oh, there it goes. So it was about 1,000. So water moves very slowly through my soil. Now some of that water could have gotten clogged up with the cotton ball. That's why maybe next time I should have used just 1 cotton ball instead of 2, or maybe make the cotton ball a little bit, because there is a lot of water through there. So water had to have been moving a little bit through my soil. Nice and messy. That's why we're not doing this inside. But it did move very quickly through my soil. So again, permeability and porosity is all about how water's moving through the soil. So I know that my soil has a really dark color. It has a silky, sticky, kind of grainy texture, and it has, it's pretty firm. So I got some information about my soil, which is going to help me figure out what my soil would be good for. Thanks for joining me for this experiment. Now try it on your own. If you have these materials, make sure you do it outside, and good luck.